What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Prime Video's new movie, On a Wing and a Prayer. Okay, as you all know, it's Easter weekend, and as you all also know, that every Easter during this time of year, you would see a number of Christian movies popping up. Why, you ask? Well, again, because it's Easter weekend. Which reminds me, can you believe that some folks actually paint and hide real eggs instead of plastic eggs for Easter? That's just crazy town to me. Such a waste of perfectly good eggs that otherwise could be turned into a delicious sunny side up, especially with eggs being ridiculously expensive at the groceries these days. Anyway, I digress. Where was I? Yes. So because it's Easter weekend, voila, comes along this On a Wing and a Prayer from Prime Video. I'm usually not much into faith-based movies in general because they tend to be poorly written and cheesy. But here's the shocker. I actually find On a Wing and a Prayer to be surprisingly pretty good. I mean, it's not gonna win any awards or anything, and it might not get a lot of eyeballs, but the film has sufficient suspense and heart, and it's a pretty damn good rescue slash survival thriller family drama. Yeah, of course they have to throw in God this and God that, Jesus this and Jesus that. Let's all pray together and sing Kumbaya, as expected. But believe it or not, On a Wing and a Prayer has a lot of positives going in its favor. Directed by Sean McNamara, On a Wing and a Prayer follows passenger Doug White's harrowing journey to safely land a plane and save his entire family from insurmountable danger after their pilot dies unexpectedly mid-flight, starring Dennis Quaid, Heather Graham, and Jesse Metcalfe. Okay, over the past few years, Dennis Quaid has been doing a number of faith-based films. I Can Only Imagine, Blue Miracle, and now this. All of them have one thing in common in that all of them are based on inspiring true stories. Some audiences will credit that to the strength of the human spirit, while Christians would credit that to divine intervention. Now, I don't know why Dennis Quaid is doing these gigs. Perhaps these are the kind of gigs that he could land at this point in his career, or maybe he is an actual believer, aka churchgoer. Whatever the reason is, hey, I'm happy for him. Because if faith-based movies can continue to keep Dennis Quaid employed as a working actor, then that's a win. The same goes for Heather Graham and Jesse Metcalfe, who also has had his fair share of gigs in this subgenre. There's a lot of technical and visual aspects about this film that are quite impressive, despite it not having a big Hollywood studio budget. Director Sean McNamara does a fantastic job with not just the pacing, but also stitching multiple scenes together between what's happening on the plane with what's happening at the air traffic control and what's happening in the barn featuring another set of help. The whole thing is like a well orchestrated maneuvering from one location to the next, bouncing off of one another. The cinematography is also excellent. There are some interesting shots from inside the cockpit areas and how the cameras would pull back and go outside to give us a clear view of the urgency and what the stakes are. Very nerve-wracking, very nail-biting. For the most part, the film keeps you on the edge of your seats. Sure, the Christian themes, speeches along the way can be touch and go, but when the dialogues are on full aviation jargons mode, they are nothing short of captivating. Performance-wise, Dennis, Heather, and Jesse are convincing and committed, and you really feel for their predicament. So yeah, overall I give On a Wing and a Prayer the rating of 3.5 out of 5 for being a profoundly effective thriller. Whether or not you like Christian movies, I think you might put this one under the category of pleasant surprise. So that's it. That's my review of On a Wing and a Prayer. Smash that like button. Share this video with everyone you know. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's rock this.